I think the future of casual dining is going to continue to see this integration of global flavors. It's kind of exciting to think that we can continue to play with innovation that is globally influenced so people can enjoy different flavors while they're sitting at the table. Hi, my name is Gabriel Caliendo. I'm the co-founder and head of R&D for Lazy Dog Restaurant and Bar. Today we're at our Brea location where we have our test kitchen facility. My parents both immigrated from Italy, came to the States and opened up a deli in New York. And there's this picture of my mom and dad. I'm in a car seat sitting on the counter of their deli. My dad's holding a mortadella above my head, and I'm not sure if he's more proud of me or the mortadella at the time. But needless to say, I've been in the business since I was born and literally grew up in the back of my parents' delis. So previous to Lazy Dog, I had fine dining experience. And one of the key things that I took from that experience was the sauce making. Making scratch sauces, making everything from scratch really, and incorporating that into humble ingredients really can elevate something as simple as that. So right now, gochujaro is one of my favorite new finds. We use it in a lot of different applications, and at Lazy Dog, what we've learned, the secret sauce, if you will, is that it's always nice to take something maybe unfamiliar to most people and couple it with something that they do understand. What we do is we'll take something like ribeye, which people know really well and appreciate, and we'll make that into a dish like our ribeye bibimbap, which people may not know. And of course, the main flavoring seasoning in the bibimbap ribeye is the gochujaro chili flakes. Today, I'm gonna show you how we put together our Korean ribeye bibimbap bowl. So we start out with our rice, right? Just some nice steamed rice going in the bottom of this cast iron skillet, sticking with our Jackson Hole kind of rustic presentation. We've got some bean sprouts. The bean sprouts have just been sauteed with a little sesame oil and soy sauce. We've got our house-made sambal that we toss in with carrots. So we've got our sambal carrots. Then we've got some spinach, same treatment on the spinach, baby spinach. It's just been sauteed with a little sesame oil and some soy sauce. And then we've got our house-made cucumber salad, right? So that's pickled cucumbers with radishes and sesame and a little bit of rice wine vinegar. We're gonna take some of this beautiful thin shaved ribeye. We're gonna toss it with the gochujaro pepper and some ginger garlic blend, a little bit of our house-made teriyaki, and finish it with sesame oil. All right, so we got this beautiful Korean bibimbap ribeye now. We're gonna put that on the plate. We're gonna finish it off with some sesame seeds. Got some beautiful green onions and that sunny side up moment right there. There you have it. There's our ribeye bibimbap. Culinary philosophy at Lazy Dog is really this wide net, right? I mean, you think about our pot roast, right? It's a simple, humble thing, but we actually take our chuck roll, we sear it really hot, salt, pepper, do the whole braising process, all the stuff that you would see in a classic French, like beef bourguignon, and we cook that for hours until it's falling apart, tender. So that would be kind of, let's say, an Americana dish that's really got an influence in my French training. And then we have things like our hamburgers. I mean, we've got 6 or 7 different hamburgers and they're all really good. We worked with a baker to, have a proprietary bun, worked with our meat vendors to grind our own special proprietary blend of meat. It's 8 ounces fresh, not 6.345 ounces that somebody figured out would be the best money-making thing or whatever that is. And we have everything from peanut butter and jelly burgers to bison burgers with Havarti and bacon jam. So it's just a really fun part of the menu that appeals to a lot of people. We're really excited because I just developed 3 really fun non-alcoholic mocktails, all made from scratch here at Lazy Dog. We have a cold brew carajillo, where we take our 24-hour cold brew coffee and blend that with a carajillo syrup that we make in-house. We have a, I'm dubbing it Fezcal. We haven't really figured out what we're gonna call it yet, but it's basically a mezcal that we're making no alcohol in it, 0 proof, and that gets crushed with strawberries and jalapenos and just this beautiful kind of this, macarita, if you will. And then we've got the third one is a pomegranate sour martini. So we're taking this beautiful elixir that we've developed, kind of a faux gin, if you will, and then shaking that up with some pomegranate juice and a little bit of citrus foam and a little dehydrated lime on top and a martini glass. The whole mocktail thing is here to stay. Excited to be launching 3 of them, and it's been a lot of fun actually developing those from scratch. All right, so now we're gonna head out to the bar. We've got our strawberry jalapeno margarita that we're gonna make here. It all starts with this secret recipe of our zero proof mezcal that we make in-house at every location. We're gonna put some of that here in our shaker. We've got some soda water to give it a little lift, kind of like a Paloma vibe. We've got a little bit of sweet and sour, which we also make. It's just fresh lemon, lime, orange juice, and 100% blue agave nectar. Put some of that in there. Of course, we also make this in-house. This is our mint simple syrup. So we have a little bit of mint that we steep with some sugar and water. And as I mentioned, we've got strawberry, jalapeno, and the last thing is we take some strawberries and sugar and we blend that together to make a nice little strawberry mix here. So we got all that in there. We're gonna take some ice. We've got that soda water in there, so we're trying not to break that all down. We just wanna like incorporate everything together. We've got a beautiful, nice cocktail glass here that has got our house-made salt blend in there. We do some black salt and some tahini and some regular crushed salt. I always like to stop short so that you don't wash out the rim. That one's pretty good, but I will top it off with a couple of more ice cubes just to get it to where we want it. There you go. There's a strawberry jalapeno margarita using our house-made zero-proof mezcal. During the pandemic, we really listened to our managers and chefs. And one of the things that came out of our Texas region is they just said, we need to help people get some of the basics. So it was the foundation for what started out as the packs that we were putting together in an effort to just not only help our communities, but also to keep our teammates working. Pandemic led to something that we would have never have thought of developing, and that was our TV dinner program. We realized very quickly that people were finally coming out of the house, they were enjoying a meal, but they weren't necessarily wanting to go out as often. And we knew that they didn't want to take home another hot meal, which would need to be eaten right away. To the drawing board we went, and what we ended up with is the idea of developing our own TV dinners in-house that we could freeze. And that way people could take them home and bake them at their leisure and when they decided they want to try it. It's been a great success. The program's now in its 6th year. It's a great value. We make everything from scratch here at each location, freeze it, and people can take them home and cook them whenever they want. Now we're gonna work on our chicken tikka masala meatballs, which is new on our fall menu. And we make these in-house, of course. We've got these beautiful little chicken meatballs with ginger, garlic, turmeric, not Nona's style. This is more on the Indian flavor. And we've got this beautiful tikka masala sauce that, of course, we're also making from scratch in-house with some beautiful tomatoes and cream. And we're just gonna put these in a skillet. This is a cooling cucumber sauce, kind of like a raita, if you will. We've got a little bit of that, and that's just gonna go just over the top, cool down some of those spices in there. And then classic, traditional, little bit of cilantro. We got some micro cilantro going on top of these guys today. There you have it, simple chicken tikka masala meatballs. Food is very cyclical and really nothing's new, right? So I'm always looking forward to when something that maybe I've seen in the past, something traditional, comes back to life and has like a new resurgence in the public eye and something that people are all of a sudden aware of. I think of like cacio e pepe. I mean, how old school is cacio e pepe? And now you've got cacio e pepe risotto and they'll put cacio e pepe cocktails. I mean, there's cacio e pepe everywhere. So I think when I look toward the future, it's exciting to me because I do have a playbook of the past to fall on, and I know those things are tried and true, and then putting those little twists on them, making them lazy dog, I think it is the fun part, right? Is how do you take cacio e pepe and all of a sudden make it a lazy dog dish? I think the biggest piece of advice I'd give somebody who's just getting started out is to just really immerse yourself in it and enjoy it. Looking back, it felt so hard. It felt like, man, it was true. I was working 12, 14 hours a day, on your feet all day. But now I look back on that as some of the best time that I had in the industry. And I think at the time I thought it was horrible. So I would just say if you're in it or you're about to get in it, it's gonna be tough. Have fun and stay there and just appreciate what you're doing and enjoy it. So as Lazy Dog continues to grow, I really look forward to just doing what I'm doing, which is making the best food and drink offerings that I can for our guests. I love doing it. I cook when I wake up. I'm cooking just before I go to bed and in between. And so I look forward to more years of cooking and developing really fun things to share with everybody at Lazy Dog Restaurant.